10 years on YouTube, man. Before YouTube, I was always some type of creative. Grew up in Miami, Florida. I didn't really like school like that. I feel like I did just the bare minimum to pass my classes and stuff and to graduate. But I only cared about being creative in whatever I did. Like in elementary school and middle school, I was drawing. Middle school to high school, I was rapping, and that's what the majority of my creativeness come from, just being an artist in some kind of way. Cause I used to do like little performances at the school, just little ciphers with my homie. And that's all I really cared about. I just wanted to be a rapper. I wanted to be famous. I wanted to be famous in some kind of way. I didn't know exactly what area that would have been, but of course at the time I wanted to be like famous as a rapper.
Fuck out.
What do you mean?
Stacks on stacks, put them all to the back. I pull 2 girls, now they both on my lap. Money getting up like a rope, 2 rest, put them on in the car like a gun, click clack. I like my girls Hispanic and black. I ain't a racist, I'm telling you a fact. They like me cause them other ones whack. Me and my dogs is tight like naps. I'm staying on top like Ray.
But my senior year of high school, that's when the new creativity started to form in my life. The first year. So I would say in 2013, that's when I really wanted to start YouTube, because I used to watch people like Trey Melvin, Spoken Reasons. Those 2 YouTubers were my inspirations to actually want to start. Like I used to watch them like every day. I'm just like, man, this junk look fun. Like I really want to try YouTube. In my mind, I'm like, bro, you not funny, you creative, but you not funny. Like, what are you really gonna do? But I used to rant a lot on Twitter just about like relationships and stuff. I used to complain a lot about relationships. And I'm just like, man, ain't nobody paying attention to these tweets. Like, let me talk about that on my YouTube channel. Let me just turn these tweets into videos. So that Christmas, I asked my mom for a camera for Christmas. I got the camera. The camera was not what I expected it to be. It was more like a picture camera. It was not for video. So I ain't gonna lie, the camera was trash. The camera was trash, but you know, I was grateful for it. I was grateful that I even had a camera. And January 2014, that's when I made my first video. I recorded that video about 7 times because I was just so nervous and trying to make it perfect. And I'm like, man, this is going on the internet. This ain't no regular rapping video. This is like you actually showing your personality. So I went on the internet and I was like, hey man, if this video get 100 views, I'ma post another video. So video got 100 views, posted my next video. It was actually a rant. And you know, after that, like people just started messing with like, you know, the rants and stuff. So I think a couple months after that, I started getting into actually making skits. Like I started combining the skits with the rants. And then I graduated high school. So I'm just like, all right, you know, I got free time now. I can make as many videos as I want to now. So yeah, I started posting a lot more. I went to college, started posting more videos, and honestly, man, I did not want to go to college. I did not want to go. I only went because my parents wanted me to. I ain't gonna lie, I was skipping classes to make videos. Like, I really didn't care. By the end of that year, I wanted to make my first short film, Trust Issues. I don't know how long I took to write that film, but I was really like excited to just shoot it and stuff, cause I'm like, man, this is my first film. Like, shoot, damn, this is gonna be crazy. So I recorded it. I dropped it, I think New Year's of 2015, and yeah, it did really good. Like people said, like, wow, this is like amazing. This is dope. It was trash. I mean, it was my first film, so it's like, man, shoot, it was like a trial and error type thing. At the time, I thought it was great, but looking back on it, it was trash. But you know, it's all good.
I met Amari through school, my freshman year. Met him through Mario. Him and Mario were good friends, and then we connected on Facebook because I was homeschooled. He used to rap, hence his AyeTeeYNFR, your new favorite rapper. He used to rap, so that's what he used to do. And then I remember one day he texted me, he was like, yo, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. I was down for it. I was down for whatever he wanted to do. I supported him. Has working with and knowing Amari taught me anything? Yes. It taught me a lot, actually. It taught me to never give up on your dream or never give up on a goal that you have, because you will be far. Because I remember our conversation, our late night conversations, early morning conversations, where he would be like, I'm gonna take off with YouTube. I can't quit. Or there's times where he felt like he wasn't doing enough and he wanted to do more. He taught me, well, he's still teaching me to always put my best foot forward and to never give up on your dreams. Any words of advice that I would love to give him? Keep fucking going, bro. I am so amazed of the work that you completed. I'm so amazed of how many videos you have out. And it's so cool because at my job, somebody came up to me and was like, hey, I see you in a video. Yeah, that dude's pretty cool. I follow him. He's pretty funny. So it's good to know that he never gave up and people are noticing him now. Keep fucking going, bro. You're amazing.
I met Amari at Miami Lakes Tech. You know, he didn't really start the YouTube thing until later on, so that was like 2011 when I officially met him. And that's when I met, at the time, my girl, which is my wife now. Like, I knew that they was cool friends, and I see him around, and then we finally probably communicated, and then I see how cool he was, how authentic, you feel me? And then I found out he was a rapper, so I was trying to listen to his music, and then as school went through, that's when I started to see, you know, the cool him, you feel me? Like, he was real shy, but he was real cool. So the first video that I was in was Kid Flash. It was cool, so like I was an extra, you know what I'm saying? I got taken out that scene quick. Little 3 seconds of fame. But it was fun, man. Like, he went straight to the point. He talked to you, tell you be real about everything. He not like behind the camera and trying to tell you like, nah, that's wrong. He kind of wants you to be yourself when you acting. You can tell like his passion, and he wants to see you love it too. Like, he's not gonna be crazy on you. It's more so like, hey, listen, this is what you gotta do. Give me what you feel this character needs to be, and it's good. You know, I do want to pursue a career at YouTube, and see him put Miami on the map in a different aspect. It's kind of dope, you know what I'm saying? Knowing him personally, hanging out with him, seeing how the friends, family, and the communication that he does put everybody in, that's kind of dope, you know what I'm saying? And he's a real, if he don't know it, a great leader, man. You know, a lot of people don't even get this far. Keep going with the great videos and ideas. You know, people ain't doing different things and showing the different aspects of what it is out here. So you giving the real Miami, you giving authentic, you giving passion, and that's what people love to see. If anything, you know, when we checking it all out, we like, man, yeah, he came from our school, he came from where we from, he came from the area we at, and to see where he's at now, it's amazing. Keep going, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just show everybody that you're gonna be the next person up top.
So I met Amari back at Miami Lakes. My brother, like me and him been neighbors, friends since like 2 years old. He used to go to Miami Lakes, and he introduced me to Amari, and we were doing music back then, and that's how I ran into him. And I remember we used to do ciphers over at Miami Lakes, and yeah, that's where like I first met him. When I first started working with Amari, it was a bit weird because every time he spoke, I swear the voice that came from him was deeper than God, coming from a man shorter than like you can imagine. But working with him was probably like one of the most fun things, and kind of pushed me into trying film myself. It was pretty fun to watch him kind of keep going and keep going. I probably started 3 or 4 channels, and he kept on his and never stopped. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, working and just knowing him kind of taught me to really try my best and not to stop. Because again, I remember when he first started doing it, it was always like, oh yeah, whatever, you know, he's got a little YouTube channel. But we always watched and supported, shared and everything, but it wasn't until like year 3 and one of his videos popped up. I'm like, oh, he's still doing this. And I took a look and I saw like 200 or 60 videos, and it just kept growing. And that's when I realized he was taking it serious. And then like I started seeing the comments and how much people, you know, like you don't really resonate with the success when you know the person, when you have access. But when I started seeing it from the outside, other people, I'm like, oh, he's really going somewhere. And he obviously has the talent for it, but you know, it never really clicks. But he did teach me to, you know, not to give up and keep on trying.
So overall, 2014, that was the beginning for me. I believe that it was a good year from what I remember. You know, the first year is always like I'm just trying this out just to see if, like, you know, people mess with it, because I enjoy making videos. I just wanted to see if people was really rocking with me like that. So yeah, I think by the end of that year I had about 600 subscribers, so that was really good. It was cool. My second year on YouTube, this is when things started to like turn up a little bit. I was still in college. At this time, I dropped Trust Issues Part 2. That did good as well. It was still trash in my opinion, but it did good at the time. Yeah, after this, I just made a lot more videos. Like this year, I think I was focusing more on skits and little short films, probably like 10 to 15 minute short films, like probably like 5 to 10 minutes short films. I did a lot more this year. And yeah, this is the year that I really just didn't care anymore about college. Like I was really skipping class. I remember I failed my math class. It was hard. I'm like, man, I don't want to be here. Like, I know it's a waste of money, but shoot, I do not want to be here. Like, all I really cared about was making videos. I think early 15, I didn't have a car at the time, so the only place for me to make videos was, you know, school and my house. So I was just doing the best I could with those two resources. I would say this year was the year that I was just getting the hang of YouTube. Like I still didn't fully understand it, but I was getting the hang of it. And I ain't gonna lie, I did not know you could make money off of YouTube. Like I really didn't know. Like I think I joined the partner program December of 2015. Because before I really didn't know. Like I'm just like, shit, like I'm just doing it for fun. I didn't care. Like I was putting in copyrighted music at the end of my videos, during my videos and stuff, and I'm getting copyrighted. I'm like, shoot, okay. Like, it really didn't bother me. Like, I'm like, man, what other songs am I gonna use? And then when I learned that, you know, you can make money off of this, I'm like, oh shoot, I'm not making any money off of these videos, and they got a good amount of views. Like, let me go take this off. Let me take this section off of this music. At that point, I started to learn more about YouTube. I'm just like, man, what else am I missing from this? So I'm not trying to miss out on any money that I could make from this. So let me just fix what I can.
So I met Amari way back when we were like little kids. Our families know each other, so that's how we pretty much like met through that. And then just being around like the same neighborhood, same area. We went to the same middle school, went to the same summer camp for like 4 years. And we just remained friends up until now. So I've known Amari for a long, long time. He's like a brother to me, so that's pretty much how we met.
I think I have a McFlurry. Can I get a McFlurry?
Working with Amari was a really good experience. He would try to like, you know, put his videos together, and he would need like actors to act in these videos. Yeah, it was a good experience. I had a good experience. We had a lot of laughs on set with him. A lot of good times. It was a good experience working with him so far.
I met Amari in middle school, I'll say 6th grade. We were in magnet art together in Northern Middle. So that's how I met Amari. We've been cool ever since. Working with him has changed over the years from when we first started doing projects and different things up until now. So working with him is cool. It definitely had its challenges before and even now, because sometimes he had to reel me back and say, my guy, that's not something that's doable. And in doing that, kind of just put things inside perspective. So I think it's cool working with him. He's grown over the years, and even from the beginning up until now, he's grown and being able to work in the realm that he does and being knowledgeable of all that stuff as well. So it's pretty dope working with him. I think I know Amari more than I have worked with Amari. So knowing him and has taught me, I think, patience. It's taught me that everybody is not going to have the same mindsets as you, so being able to value others' opinions and actually being able to weigh in on and listen to what others have to say, because people do make sense, and that is something that is common, but on a personal side of it, it's taught me definitely patience. It's taught me definitely being able to value other opinions and actually listen and not really listen to respond.
Well, I need some food like right now.
McDonald's or Burger King?
Whichever one cheaper.
All right.
So I think over the time, words of advice is just to continue pushing. Oftentimes when you'll come and you'll bring different ideas to me and say, oh, I'm getting ready to do this, or I think I want to do this. And I think that you have been able to show me, and not only me, but show yourself, that with a determined mindset, you have what it takes to make it. I know a lot of times you question it, like if this is something that you wanted to do, is this something that was going to eventually pay off? And I'm here to tell you, brother, like it is paying off. You are doing your thing, and I'm very proud of the work that you are doing with your YouTube stuff, especially starting back from way back when up until now. So to see the growth, to see the subscribers. I remember when you got your first 500 subscribers, your first 1,000 subscribers, and that was a big deal to you. And then you were able to see where you're sitting at now, and just know that you're getting paid to do things like this. And this is our conversations that we had way back when, that one day these things will be happening for you, and to see that they're happening is really, it makes me feel great. It makes me feel good to see that you are doing exactly what you said you would, and being able to maintain yourself in doing it. And I know that this is only really the beginning. We thought back then that was the beginning and you taking off and everything was gonna be good, but no, this is really your beginning into being able to get out into a field that you have learned, that you studied, that you took your time in. I believe that this is your real beginning into what your next steps with all YouTube and TikTok and Twitch and everything. This is your beginning, and you being able to be the next version of yourself, the professional version of yourself. And I'm really excited to see where you are going to go in the next 10 years. So I think advice-wise, continue to push it, continue to accept the challenges that your friends, the challenging conversations that your friends give you, be able to stand on what you say you're gonna do, be able to stand on what you know you're capable to do. And I think that you will continue to go far if you're able to do that. So words of advice-wise, just keep doing what you've been doing, and then times 10, and continue to push forward. And I think that you're gonna end up in a great position.
So I would say 2015 was a pretty solid year for me. I don't remember much from it. I remember the videos that I was making, but the actual memories from it, I don't fully remember. I just know like this was the year that I was asking more of my friends to be in my videos because I needed other people to make the kind of skits that I wanted to make. So yeah, overall it was a good year as well. Yeah, I ain't got no complaints about it. Just another trial and error type year. 2016, man, this is the year that things got real for me. This is the year that I started 30 Reasons, my first web series. Like I just learned about web series and I'm like, man, I want to do this too. Like I want to do everything. I started 30 Reasons. I wrote the first episode. I met up with the cast and I talked to them about like how things are gonna go during that summer, cause the cast, they were still like seniors in high school and I was trying to wait for them to graduate for us to actually start. Yeah, man, I was excited for the whole thing. Like, I'm like, shoot, this is my first web series. Like, this thing gonna blow. It's gonna go crazy. So the summer of 2016, we do the web series and it was a lot happening. Like, it was a lot happening. This was my first time actually directing like a bigger cast. And I ain't gonna lie, I fully didn't know what I was doing. I was still in that stage where I'm scared to talk to people. So like having this much authority over this amount of people. Like, it was a lot for me, but I was still trying to make it happen because I wanted to drop this web series. Yeah, behind the scenes, like, you know, we got things done, but it was problems behind the scenes with me and someone a part of my cast. And, you know, I just didn't like what was going on. Like the person was just being, you know, kind of disrespectful. I'm like, man, I'm mad that I even chose you to be a part of my stuff. Like, nah, I don't even want you in my stuff no more, but I already got the minute. So, you know, it is what it is at this point. At the end of the series, that's when things started to arise. Like, that's when the whole drama stuff started to happen. It was, I'm not gonna fully get into it, but it was just a lot of stupid stuff happening. Like, I'm just like, bro, like, why is this happening? Like, I'm just trying to make a damn series. I don't care about this other stuff. I do not care. I'm just trying to put this out. The good thing is we finished it in time, but just everything else, it was not worth it. Like, I learned from the situation, but at the same time, I still wish it didn't happen. Like, the whole thing was just so unnecessary. Everything could have been avoided. But I'll take the blame for whatever happened. Don't really matter to me. And that was a time where I really lost, like, you know, one of my friends because of this YouTube stuff. But yeah, that whole series was just a mess. That was the worst part of my YouTube journey, like that series alone. And after that, I really didn't want to make anything else. I didn't want to make anything involving like multiple people, because I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to go through this again. But I'm not a quitter. So I was like, you know what, let me just take a break. Let me just focus on doing these skits again. Started getting back into my skits, and you know, I was fine after that. I'm just like, man, I'm gonna just do me, because I started this by myself and I don't mind making these videos by myself. Like, that's when I really started to be independent in what I wanted to do. Cause like, bro, I'm like, I don't like depending on nobody. I don't like depending on people.
How did I meet Amari? So basically, this was back in like 2015, 16, I want to say. And he was friends with a mutual of mine, which is Brandon. And he's also in the series. And he basically told me that his friend Amari, who was in like the production, I guess it was like, what is it called again? Strand at my high school, that program. And he wanted to come up with a web series. So I was like, web series. I was kind of nervous at first, I'm not gonna lie, because I never had any experience with acting and nothing like that, but it sounded fun. Brandon basically hooked us up. He hit me up, asked me was I interested. I said yes. He came over to the school, laid it out, and that's basically how we got started. Back then, working with Amari, I felt like, you know, he was more so getting into the groove of his whole production thing, you know, getting the feel for it and whatnot. So back then, it started off a little hectic, I'm not gonna lie, but it wasn't his fault. I feel like dealing with everybody's, you know, different schedules and things like that, I feel like he was learning as he went. He pretty much had everything scripted out for us. All we had to do was regurgitate whatever he wrote for us. So I feel like it was pretty easy on my part, but I know for him, he probably had a lot going on, and sometimes he was stressed, and it definitely showed, but I ain't take it to heart or nothing like that. I know like he just wanted what his hard work to be, what he envisioned it to be. So yeah, it was pretty good working with Amari. Working with Amari basically taught me that consistency is key, and that to never give up on your dreams, because I feel as though looking back then at his work compared to now, I mean, he always put his all into it, and it was never nothing that wasn't great, but I could definitely see the growth and how much things have gotten better for him. It's important to never lose sight of your goals, no matter how much bumps in the road, you know, along the way, and don't let people basically tear you down or nothing like that, or, you know, divert you from your path, because I feel like he always knew exactly what he wanted to do, and he never gave up on that. So I think I want to take that into my own consideration as far as whatever I want to do. I don't know, I feel like he already knows this because he's doing it. I just want to say, keep on going, keep doing you. you are the shit. I don't know if I could curse, cut it out if I can't curse. But basically, man, you are doing exactly what you need to do, which is not giving up. Keep coming up with your ideas and whatever you plan for the future. I feel like you should see it through, because no matter how blurry it might seem, I feel like it'll all come together in the end. And like, don't let the numbers deter you from continuing and going, because I feel like someday the right person is going to see it and take it to where you need to go. So that's my advice, to not let the subscribers determine your destiny. So yeah, keep it up, bro, even though you already know that. You've been doing it.
Talking about?
All up on you?
Yeah, all that touchy feeling stuff that be happening between us, yeah.
So you're telling me that you thought we had something going on?
I mean, it ain't really a thought. You make it seem that way.
How did I meet Amari? That's a good question. We went to the same high school, so I know that for sure. But he was friends with one of my friends, and I think we connected through socials. It was never during school. The only thing I remember from working with Amari was how easy it was. It was very fast too. So he would set up a date, ask me what would work. We would come up with it. He would come and bring his whole setup. Sometimes he had a friend that would come and help him, but it was very easy. Like, I never really had to worry about anything, just getting my lines right and making sure it was okay. But yeah, he handled everything. It was very smooth. It was very good. He's very dedicated in his craft, and that's kind of inspiring, because you don't see a lot of people like actually chase their dreams. They always have like a plan B, plan C, plan whatever. And he's always been very dedicated to like his channel, YouTube, filmmaking, producing, like whatever he does, he's 100% in. So I feel like that is the biggest takeaway that I've gone in from knowing him and from working with him and from seeing like how his channel has grown. It's definitely been like the dedication he puts in his crafts. I don't think I have any good advice because this is not what I do, so I have no idea. But words of encouragement is just keep going. Like, whatever you're doing is obviously working for you. You've accomplished a lot. You've done a lot. It's been 10 years. And, you know, it's very easy to get discouraged or, you know, maybe think that whatever you're doing is not fruitful. But just keep going. Obviously, you're doing great. Obviously, something is working. You should just never give up. Because that's something that I learned from you. So just never give up.
It's semi-hot.
It's 100 degrees?
Huh?
It's 100 degrees?
No, I said it's a semi-breeze out.
So for my 7th grade year, I ended up attending Northern Middle, which is where I met Amari because we were both part of the arts program there. And I don't know exactly what led to us interacting per se, but what I do recall and what I do remember is that respectfully, in a sea of individuals that kind of were a certain way or demographic, he was the one that matched me, or at least kind of was in line with how I was. And it was just a natural like friendship that brewed. And I don't think it was until 8th grade that it really became cemented that, oh, like he's one of my only friends at this entire school. And that's kind of how it just all started from there.
Well, I saw her first, so I'm gonna go talk to her.
Wait, no, don't talk to her. Why not? Think about it, man. This girl's by herself. Nobody over there except her.
First time I worked with him, this was 2017, and I always kind of nudged at like, hey, bro, all right, what you trying to do? And it just took the right time. And it wasn't until 2017 that we finally actually did something together. And since then, I've been occupying a space on his channel and on his platform. And it's been so interesting to see how that works independently, because we're not a part of some production company who, you know, tells us do this, do that. It's like every choice that's been made has mostly been Amari, and that's been great too. And I've said it before to him multiple times where like he has been the foundation of everything. Because beyond what he's done for himself, he's done a lot for us. He's done a lot, and it's just been a great experience to have over the past 6 years. Even though I have moved away, I'm still involved in a great capacity.
Well, go ahead, pull the trigger. You can get everything you wanted back right now. Just Pull the fucking trigger, Mario.
Growing up, in the far back reaches of my mind, I think I knew that I always wanted to be involved in like film industry in some capacity. And it wasn't until being invited onto Amari's channel that it all came together, you know? And it's not like he made the world happen for me, but he opened the door to show me that we can do these things. And he doesn't want to admit it, but he has been the forefront, the leader of all this. And he's put myself in a great position to know that whatever happens next, I can achieve it.
Who are you competing against? You're right. You probably want me to stay inside of a circle to win a cash prize. Because you know, I ain't got nothing going on in my life. I can do it, but I want to know.
It's really strange. Amari's confidence has been this waning thing for many years. And then he caught this buzz, I think right around the time he moved out of his mom's place. And like, his confidence isn't all there, but yet it is all there. Because there has to be a level of confidence to do these things, to make these, to put it out there. He's had this confidence, but it hasn't been fully realized. Now I think, like going towards later years, I think it's becoming more fully realized. And I guess I just want to say to him that like double down on that. You know, take that confidence, double down on it, and push for greater things.
That year overall for me was just bad. That whole year was bad. But that year was just, it was too much. 2017, this is the year that I just was just on my stuff, man. I'm just like, man, I gotta get back to it. I can't have this year be like 2016. Like, I gotta get back to my stuff. This is the year that I hit 10,000 subs. I hit 10,000 subscribers, I believe May of this year. Bro, I was happy. I was so excited. Yeah, I went to this YouTube event. I met T and Dale, learned a lot of information just by hearing like other YouTubers doing stuff. That was a fun time. That was cool. It was dope. And this is the year that Kid Flash happened, cause you know, I wanted to make a Flash series. I'm just like, man, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I want to do this. Like, I want to try it. So I made Kid Flash. That first episode, I was up the whole day for 24 plus hours. I went home, I just started editing. Like, I was editing the entire night. I did not get any sleep. I think I finished editing that video about like 6 or 7 in the morning. Then I had to get ready for work. So I had to leave my computer on so it could render the video because I wanted to drop it that same day. And I was tired. I was tired, man. Months after that, that's when I wanted to do another web series, like a bigger web series, 30 More Reasons, which is a spin-off of 30 Reasons. And I'm like, man, I'm not a quitter. Let me try this again, but with like some different people that's gonna take this serious. So I didn't want to just pick anybody to be in the series, because that's what I did for 30 Reasons. I want people that actually want to act. So that's what I did. We met up at Taco Bell. We was you know, reading the first episode together and stuff, and I asked everybody their schedule. We recorded the first episode. Everybody came the same day. We knocked it out. And man, I ain't gonna lie, that series was a success. Like, yeah, there was no issues at all with this series. Like, I was just like, man, I finally feel like I completed something and I enjoyed it. Like, this is a great feeling. Like, I want this feeling every time I do something. So 2017, man, this was the year I was just going crazy with videos. Like, I was hungry. I was really hungry for it. So, you know, I did what I had to do.
What about your basketball scholarship? Ain't you supposed to be playing together, right? Ain't you for to throw all the way just like that?
Man, forget that scholarship.
I met Amari through a mutual friend. He wasn't really talkative at first, but got to know him. Bro was actually pretty cool. And for some odd reason, we just clicked like on, so we knew, you know, we knew each other for years.
God damn, I ain't even got my seat and all, you know, safety first and shit.
Amari a dope ass friend. That boy is cool for real. He cool to hell. Working with, I have no problem. I know him, he don't like, sometimes he don't like speaking up when he needs to be, you know, needs to speak up. If he needs help, he needs to, you know, ask. He don't like asking for help. And he
he got people that, you know, within his circle that's willing to help him for me, and probably multiple other people don't mind helping him out.
Well, what else you want me to do? You won't even let me plead my case and try to fix things, bro.
Doing skits, showing, you know, the world different personalities of me. Yeah, it helped me build a lot of confidence. Hey man, keep going, bro. You got something going on for real, bro. Like, I ain't gonna say I see you grow from the bottom, but compared to when I first met you to now, but you on some big things for real. I'm very proud of you. Just keep going. You know, we here for you for real. Like, you one of the realest. Can't thank you enough for being one of the true friends in my life, and you a real one for real, man. I appreciate you for real.
So honestly, I've never worked with Amari, like being in front of the scenes or being in a skit or anything. This is actually my first time being in front of the camera, being with him. But when I used to live in Orlando, I used to help him with 30 More Reasons, or 30 Reasons, I guess both of them. And we used to like read the script together, and I'd be like, no, don't say that. No, don't say that, but say this. Knowing him, it taught me, I don't know, to like pretty much be yourself and love your work, and, you know, continue to like do what makes you happy at the end of the day. Like, push yourself and keep going, because he wasn't doing this at first. He was doing something completely different. He was doing like rapping and ciphers and stuff like that, and he had like a different vision. God gave him something different. So he pretty much like taught me how to like just stay on course and continue to like strive, go, like no matter what, like just continue to go and, you know, push yourself. And even if you have like your moments where you're not doing your best, or people not, you know, supporting you, or people not, you know, being in your corner, still go for it. Like, just continue to go do what's best for you. I'm proud of you, and I am blessed to be a part of your project. I'm blessed to be sitting here and to just be saying good things and great things about you. And I pray for like you to just keep striving, and don't ever give up, and just watch how God move in your life. Like I always told you, you're gonna be great. You're gonna be great. Just keep going.
License and registration, man.
Oh, you got a body cam on. This being recorded. Okay, I got you, bro.
He's right. Listen to him. Put the gun down before somebody get hurt.
I can't. You know it's a BET movie. Somebody gotta get shot.
I had met Amari through my homeboy, Ace. He was working, doing, you know, all type of content, and he was real humble with it and just going hard. Throughout this time just working, he introduced me to Amari. And first time I met him was like at Ace house. And when I met him, he was just this regular dude, you feel me? Like, I'm like, he do YouTube? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, okay, you feel me? But, you know, it wasn't like he wasn't cool. You know, he was chill, but he was quiet because, you know, he didn't really know us like that. So, you know, he really was just looking for a couple people to surround himself with, because I guess his previous situations and the people he was recording with wasn't really, you know, doing their dollar. It was like he was just a cool person. Like, he was just regular. He was just, you know, he was ambitious, but also wanted it to branch out and meet new people.
Yo.
What's your ETA?
Shit, I'm getting gas right now. Should be out there by an hour.
Oh, sound like $20 to me.
Shit, not if I'm hitting 100 on the highway. Working with Amari is like, you never know what you're gonna get into. You know what I'm saying? You know that you're gonna work on these projects. You know that you're gonna go 1,000%, but it's like you never know how it's gonna turn out, but you know it's greatness behind it. It's exciting. You know, like I said before, I didn't really care about acting. I was more of a rapper, you know what I'm saying? And now that I've been acting, I love it, because not only just because it's a great thing to do, but Amari make it fun, you know what I'm saying? He make being on set such an amazing thing where it's like, you can't even say you not having a good time, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like he discredited himself a lot of times when he, you know, be thinking we don't want to be there or something like that. We always want to be there, especially me. I can speak for myself. I'm always ready to go hard just because he going hard. He inspired me. He the top-notch person. No matter if he's getting his flowers or not, I'm going to give him his flowers. So working with him is the best thing ever. Amari, you definitely learn a lot of things from him. And like I say, sometimes you don't even know what you're doing, you know, but then it's like, just following his lead, you find out like, dang, bro, this could be something that I can do. The advice I would like to give Amari is, you gotta stay going. Like, you gotta stay pushing it. Never stop, you know what I'm saying? Never get discouraged because your numbers don't look good. Never get discouraged because your last video did numbers, but now this new video is, man, it's already an honor to be working with somebody like Amari. So I will always say, man, never give up. Always understand that you're doing the best that you can, and nobody could ever stop you from that. You know what I'm saying? I done seen you come from your mom's house to now having your own crib. I seen your first camera to now seeing you with these big time cameras, all this huge setup. It's nothing that you can't do, you know what I'm saying? So I'm learning from him every day, and that's just like, he's an inspiration. So, you know, I'll always say, man, keep giving it 110%. Never look to your left or your right. Always stay in your lane.
So overall, 2017 was a great year. It was a really great year. By December, I was like, my subscribers was like shooting up. Like, I went from 11,000 to like 17 by like January, I think. Like, it was going crazy. Like, I don't know what happened, but shoot, I'm glad it did. Like, it was a great year. It was a great year. So 2018 for me was another great year. I don't think I dropped any projects in 2018. I dropped 30 More Reasons in 2018. Like, we recorded it 2017, I dropped it 2018. It went crazy on the internet. Yeah, I was trying to do a lot more networking this year. Like, I went to a networking event. I think I was the only one I went to, but I was just trying to meet different people, just trying to promote the series and stuff, and just trying to connect with more people just so I can make a season 2. This was the year I was trying to make season 2 of 30 More Reasons, but I couldn't make the second season for whatever reason. But I was tripping about it. I was still making my regular videos. I don't know how many videos I posted that year, but I was going crazy once again. I hit 50,000 subs that year. It was just non-stop accomplishments happening. I'm just like, bro, this is dope. Like, you know, I really enjoyed this. And at this time, I was already out of college. Like, I dropped out. I dropped out back in 2016 because I'm like, bro, I do not want to be here. Like, I want to do YouTube full time. I don't care about school. I would say for my parents, they didn't like the fact that I dropped out. So they was just like, okay, what are you going to do? And I'm like, I'm going to do YouTube and I'm going to work. So that's what I did. And I kind of had to prove to them that, you know, this was actually going to work out for me. So I think when I hit 10,000 subs, that's when like they kind of like backed off, which I appreciate. I know y'all watching. I appreciate y'all for giving me that leeway. But yeah, that's when they really backed off, and I'm just like, man, yeah, like this is something I really want to do. Like, that's why I was posting so many videos 2017 and 2018, because I'm like, bruh, like, I'm not going to college and stuff. Like, let me show y'all this is what I really want to do with my life. So 2018, yeah, no projects was done this year, but it was a lot of skits. That's all I can remember. It was a lot of skits.
Playing with me too many times.
You ain't gotta do this, Chantrice.
You left me no choice, hoe ass nigga.
You gonna do this right now?
I met Amari through a mutual friend. We were, I was starring in a skit, and there's a couple of other people there, but Amari was one of the people that I got introduced to. I was like, damn, this little short bow wow looking motherfucker know how to act. You gain a lot of knowledge because Amari's very resourceful. It's always funny.
you never have a dull moment. Like, we're always dying laughing. It's always some funny shit.
I think that was the best one.
Thank you. I would say overall, he never makes it uncomfortable, because, you know, with acting, it's always different things you have to do, stepping outside of the box, but he always makes things comfortable, makes things understanding and clear. There's no judgment. It's just, you feel right at home, basically. I would say that working with Amari affected me in a positive way, because when I started working with Amari, I started doing more skits and coming out my shell more, because acting is a passion for me, and Amari helped me step out of, you know, the shyness and like really take a leap forward in things, because like he was going so hard on his YouTube channel starting off. But yeah, it's been life-changing, and I want to say inspiring working with Amari. Words of encouragement: keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Like, I remember the first time I really like sat down and watched Amari's YouTube videos. That shit really motivated me to even go harder and stuff, and like just seeing how far he came from back then to now. Like, yo, keep going, kid. Like, keep going. You have a bright future ahead of you. So don't give up, no matter how hard it gets, no matter what life throws at you, no matter how many negative comments, negative people there is that come at you. Keep fucking going, because you have talent, and I believe in you, and your friends believe in you.
Well, I personally think it's cool, so I'm down for it. Shit, damn.
What's wrong?
I just remember I gotta go to this last class. It's like 2 hours long.
Oh, why'd you take it so late?
I mean, it was like the only class available at the time. You free tomorrow? We can hang out tomorrow?
I mean, yeah, I'm free tomorrow.
Alright, I'll hit you later about that time and stuff. I'm sorry about the last minute.
I met Amari on Instagram. I don't remember exactly, but I know I met him on Instagram, and he posted that he was looking for actresses or actors for his web series. I've acted kind of in like other instances when I was a kid, and I was just like, okay, well, let's give it a try. I just dropped out of school, so I was just in Miami working. I used to live out of town, so I came back to Miami, and I was like, might as well, let's jump into the Miami life. Like, let's see what it's like doing different things, and that's how I met him. And yeah, working with Amari was pretty easy. Working with us, I don't know how easy that was. I know that it was a lot of people's had different schedules and everything like that, so us filming could have been hard for him, because he had to make sure everybody's schedule matched up so that we can film whatever we needed to film and get done what we needed to get done. It was good. He gave really good feedback. I say a lot, or I can go off on a tangent sometimes. So like when it came to knowing my lines, if I didn't know my lines, he made it easy, where you didn't have to say the exact words, but you had to at least know the concept of what was going on. And yeah, so for me, I had a really good experience working with him. Don't worry about people that are not there for you, or people that are not available when you need them to be available, because you never know what that's trying to teach you, what lessons you're learning from that. Just basically stay consistent in your vision and your dream, and don't like sway in any opposite direction than the vision that you have in mind for yourself and the vision that God has in mind for you. Stay on top of your game, stay creative, which you have been doing really well at. Stay creative, stay different, stay humble, hardworking, and make people feel comfortable. I've always felt comfortable working with him, so I know that whenever I refer someone to him, I know that they're gonna have a great experience, because I did too.
I can't remember what day it was, but I know it was 2011, August, and the very first class I had, my very first 5 minutes of high school, is when I met Amari. We walked into Mr. Williams' biology class, and there he was. Turns out that was his first day at Miami Lakes as well. So it's been, how many years? 12 years, I think, if my math's right. Man, so it's always been great working with Amari. He's very specific about, well, actually, he's very specific about the direction of how things should be looked. But he gives you the flexibility to actually really step into the role that you're trying to portray. So if you're talking about, someone who just makes it really easy to be a part of his projects, then there's really no better person than Amari. So working with and knowing Amari has really taught me to be a extremely positive and forward-thinking person. In general, I seek out people like this. I think there's a lot of people who make excuses for not getting the job done. There are a lot of people who make excuses for what they can't do. And then there are people who just go out and get it done, right? So I consider myself one of those people. There's a problem at hand, I'm gonna go out and try and get it solved. And I think Amari has always been that type of a person. Even though he's quiet and reserved, he's always thinking about, hey, what's the next step? How can I continue to progress? How can I continue to grow my brand? And I think that's the qualities of someone that I value in my life on a personal level. Keep fucking doing you, bro. Keep fucking striving for what's important to you. Keep knowing what your vision is and keep looking yourself dead in the mirror each morning and telling yourself, hey, I can do this shit. Fuck what the haters gotta say. Fuck what the noise is. Fuck the static. I can do this shit. I believe in myself. I fucking know every dream that I have is gonna come into fruition. That's all I gotta say, man. You already think that way. I know that personally. So it's just me repeating back to you what I know you already tell yourself each morning.
Yeah, 2018, it was a great year. I don't remember much from it, but it was a great year. It was cool. I got into a relationship. I started making a lot more videos. Those videos was getting like tens of thousands of views. It was doing great. I was doing great. Yeah, I can't complain about 2018. Like that was a great year. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. "2019 was a wonky year for me. It was a weird year, very weird. I wasn't posting as much as I was the last 2 years, but I was still trying to make things shape. Started Love Games this year. That was almost a success. I was doubting myself a lot this year. I don't know what was going on, but I'm like, bro, I'm like, man, can I really do this and stuff? Like, it was times where we were recording Love Games and we wouldn't record for weeks because I was just in this down stage. And I'm like, bro, like, you are on other people's timing. Like, you cannot be doing this. So I kept trying to give myself a pep talk, like, bro, like, you got to get back to it. Like, this is your actual life story. Love Games was my actual life. And yeah, you playing with it right now. Like, what is going on? And I think when I started Love Games, I was trying to record 30 More Reasons Season 2 at the same time. I don't know why the hell I was trying to do that. Like, that is the worst decision. I do not recommend that to anybody. Do not record 2 projects at the same time. I don't know what I was doing. I like overworking myself for some reason. I don't know why, but that was a bad decision. And 30 More Reasons Season 2 didn't even work out. So I'm glad that stopped, because I'm like, bro, you cannot do this. You trying to play 2 different characters in 2 different projects. Like, come on, bro, be real.
Damn, you having a bad day or something?
No, but I'm about to.
Bro, just order food. Bro, I would if I had better customer service.
You know you ain't gotta eat here, right?
I met Amari in 2019. One day I was on YouTube and I came across one of his videos because I used to watch a lot of skits back then and makeup videos. So one day after I watched that one video of him, his live popped up a few days later and I clicked on it just to see what it was about. And he was just asking everyone where they were from. So after that, he asked for our social media accounts. And then from there, we've been cool and making videos. Working with Amari is fun. You just never know what to expect. He's full of life, he's funny, just a very well-rounded person to work around, very professional. I've learned a lot working with him. He's always given me great criticism when it comes to the craft of just acting, and even outside of working with him on camera, off camera, he's always provided with so much pointers when it comes to social media itself and just what to look out for. It's like having a friend on and off camera. Working with Amari has taught me a lot to, like I stated before, to never give up, to stay focused, do what your heart desires, and
never lose sight of your dreams. It may seem far, it may seem hard, but to just never give up. I just want to let you know, Amari, no matter how low days may seem or how slow things may go, you never know what is out there, what to expect. Always pray and keep God first. And don't put too much on your table. There's only so much that you can do. So just stay focused. Don't lose track of yourself, especially out here in this world. No matter where you are, no matter how high you get in your career, never lose focus of who you are as a person, where you come from. It says a lot about you. Remember where you're from. And don't let nobody steer you away from that good heart that you have. And I just want to let you know that I'm so proud of you. You have so much to look forward to, especially in 2024. Keep doing your shit, because you really that man, you that nigga.
Hey. Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you doing? Yeah, I do this like, just like my job, so yeah, you can say hi if you want. You ain't got to, but you can just leave or something. Yeah, I feel you, man. I told y'all, man, he just, Curry exists when he wants to.
I met Amari through a friend. His name is Ace. I call him Ace. His name is Dexter. Eventually, we started hanging around each other. Then later on, we found out we was cousins, and then everything just clicked. Working with Amari is cool. It's not bad. I really have nothing negative to say about it, honestly. If I do say anything negative, it just has to be more with like our bond getting in the way of like recording and stuff like that. That's just like, it's just distracting, but eventually we work around it. Yeah, there's really no negative things to say, but it's cool working with Amari.
How about the money no more? Bro, it ain't about the money, it's the principle behind it. Speaking of money, man, Yoshi is the most beautiful investment we've ever made.
First of all, you need to change the name of that car. Second, you need to get over your lust for it.
Lust? Nigga, I'm in love. And if you want to drive, just say that, homie.
Working with Amari, I did learn a lot. I learned pretty much just how everything is made, the production behind it, just angles, camera work, lighting, but I learned a lot, really. All I can say is just keep going, like doing what you're doing, ask for help when you need it. You're getting better at that, obviously. Yeah, just keep working. That's the only advice I got from him.
Hey, we have a problem. I met Amari on the South Campus of Broward College. He was doing a series called 30 More. So I found it very interesting that someone was actually doing a series on the campus that I'm currently attending. So that's how I met him, and we've been locked in ever since. Working with Amari is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Amari is a cool guy, but the one flaw that he has is that he doesn't like to ask for help. But sometimes you really have to drill into his head like, yo, I'm here to help, let me help you. Because he's one person that doesn't really like to ask for help. And then when he does, he's kind of reluctant to do it. Ever since I've met Amari or worked with or known him, he has inspired me in many ways. I had taken a hiatus for many years, and YouTube has always been my dream, and seeing him do it made me really want to start posting again, and that's really what got me to where I am today. Yo, let's go. We're about to be late, man.
All right, give me about an hour.
An hour? What you mean give you an hour? What you need an hour for? Amari, man, look, you are a very brave, creative, influential person. Never stop being you and never doubt yourself. It's always easy to doubt ourselves as creatives, but you always have to remember that you have people that look up to you for a reason. Everything that you're doing is going to pay off in the long run. You have people behind you, you have people that support you, and we all love you, man.
Yeah, man, 2019 was a weird year. I was helping somebody else with a project, wasting my damn time. Could have been using that time towards my own project. That year was the year of just me helping everybody else but myself. Like, yeah, I don't think I wasn't happy that year. ...2020, the year of the pandemic. Boy, this was almost gonna be a weird year, I ain't gonna lie. The pandemic happened, we couldn't go outside. So I was forced to make videos in my house, which was no problem because I've been making videos in my house since I started. So it wasn't an issue. It just felt weird. Like I'm forced to be in here and I don't want to be. The crazy thing is you would think that because the pandemic happened, I was making hella videos. I wasn't. I don't know what was going on that first half of the year, but I wasn't making that many videos. I don't know what was going on. I think the ideas that I wanted to do, it involved other people and for me to be outside of my house, and that's why I couldn't do it. But I wasn't making any alternatives, so that was an odd time for me. But that second half of the year, it was great. It was great. I have no complaints. Like my personal life, my business life, YouTube life, it was great. I was doing really good. This was around the time that I was stuck around the 80,000 subscriber mark on YouTube, and that first half of the year, I was really contemplating. I'm like, bro, should I just make a new channel and start over? Because I'm not growing at all. Like I'm growing like little by little every day. I'm like, what am I doing at this point? Like, why am I posting? Like, it was weird. Among Us came out, I think, August of September. Kari actually gave me the idea to make a short film about Among Us. I ain't know nothing about that game. Like, I learned it a little bit. And I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this. I can definitely do this. So I wrote it within 2 days. I sent it over to Kari. I was like, is this good? Like, you like it? He was like, yeah, it's dope, it's fire. Yeah, I sent it to the rest of my homies. I was like, hey, we gotta film this like ASAP. So everybody was down to do it. I booked the Airbnb. That was the first project that I put on a budget. Like, I paid $500 for that Airbnb for one night. And I'm like, hey man, we gotta get this done in one night. Like, we gotta get it done. So we filmed it. I had King and Isaiah recording for me. We shot that project from 8 p.m. to 7 in the morning, nonstop. Among Us was a success. I got 1 million views within like a month of dropping it. Because of that video, I hit 100,000 subscribers. Like, I hit 100,000. I literally watched my numbers grow. I'm like, bro, this is crazy. I remember I was with my dad. I was at 99,900. And I'm like, bro, I'm about to hit it. So I hit the 100,000. I made that video, I posted it. I went out that night, I came home. My parents got me like the 100K balloons, put up in my room. It was just a great experience. And then a couple weeks later, I got my plaque. That was really what I wanted. Like the 100K was cool, but I really wanted that plaque. I remember I shaved my facial hair at the time. I ain't doing that again. But I got my plaque, I was excited. I'm like, bro, this is really an accomplishment. Like, this is my first award type thing. Like, I felt great. 2020 was a great year. All right, I'm gonna do it. F it.
Finally. Thank you.
I'm gonna just say a simple hey with a little emoji next to it so it won't be dry, you know? All right, it's sent. It's sent. I'm done.
Amari, why did you just throw your phone?
Because I don't want to see the message.
You take 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
I met Amari probably like 4 or 5 years ago, if my memory serves me correctly. I met him through YouTube. It was a group of creators who came together to do a skit, and that was my first time, you know, actually interacting with Amari. I had seen him in passing because he had a pretty big page. It was like 100,000 subscribers at the time. I don't know how many I had, but we ended up working together. And working with Amari is like, you'll never have to ask what your role is or what your job is working with Amari. He's so thorough. He gonna give you a worksheet, a pamphlet, a voice memo. He is going to be so detailed, you cannot have questions about what you're supposed to do. And that's something that I think he taught me from afar without even noticing that he was teaching me that. But I was just like, dang, that's probably why he had so much success doing the things that he did. Like, haven't been able to tell him this because like life happens and you just be moving, you be doing your own thing. Video aside, I just want to message you right now and tell you, man, I'm proud of you of what you're doing, bro. Like, you continue to push the bar for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You continue to wow me with your skits and, you know, cultivating a fan base. Like, you cultivated that TikTok fan base quick, you know what I'm saying, that had some success. So I just want you to continue to truly be yourself, like, and understand that you're doing the right thing. I need you to know in your own mind that you're doing the right thing. everybody wish they could do things bigger and larger and grander, but your time is coming, and it's been a long time, trust me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been watching, it's been a long time, but bro, keep doing what you're doing.
Let's get 25.
Day 25.
Back with Camp KC.
Day 25. Remember that Smoke episode? Mr. Crab was going day by day with the sales. I met Amari through, well, first I was friends with Stoney, Ace, Kari, Pete. I was just friends with everybody before I met Amari. I knew them since like middle school. I seen the videos and I just seen Amari in the videos. That was like they were doing early YBE videos. Then I just remember I was in college at the time. I dropped out of college. I just got off work and I just seen them on Instagram. I think I was actually bro, can I come over and kick it, whatever. They were like, yeah, for sure. And I met him there.
I talk.
Oh, I'm back to that,
nigga.
Oh, okay, Mari very simplistic.
Yo,
don't be sticking up on me like that, bro.
I wasn't sneaking around. I didn't even know you were in here, so I walked in.
Oh, okay, I'm watching. Yeah, want to do this, then I'm all for it. I don't really try to sit there and try to nitpick different things about him. But for the most part, it's fairly simple, quick, and easy. For the most part, I never really had a problem or anything like that. It's always been positive vibes whenever it's some serious scene or if it's a funny scene. It's always been very super professional. Even though he hasn't been as consistent as he wants to, but he still finds a way. He finds a way to figure it out. And I feel like me and him kind of relate in the same bubble because I've gone through so many things in my life where I felt stagnant, but I still kept trying different things or finding a way to make something work. And for him to see him do that and to see how far he's going and see what's coming for him, it's inspiring. It's very dope to see.
All right, so basically we about to do a handoff. Amari's going to do the intro shot coming into the house, hand it off to me, and then try to get in the shot. We're going to see how this goes. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, action. I connected with Amari through Pete, one of our mutual friends, and I already knew that Amari was doing YouTube as well as a videographer, and that basically made me want to kind of help out and also find more likewise minds to do creative stuff. Since then, I've been helping Amari with everything behind the scenes, as much as I can at least, as much as he'll allow me to help. I'm very grateful that he's now been allowing other people to help more when it comes to channels, ideas, writing scripts, editing, and honestly being a part of the team. It's really great to be surrounded by so many positive influences. Through Amari's journey, I learned that obviously consistency is one of the best key things to being successful. And even through trials and tribulations, there's always a way over the hill. So he's definitely taught me that giving up is the quickest way to just failing. And he's also taught me that it's really good to have a team with the same like-minded people reaching for the same goal. It obviously just makes the journey more fun and a lot easier. The only advice I can give to Amari is, I mean, you've heard it over and over, keep going. I thank you for allowing me to help with the channel in every capacity possible. YouTube has been a dream of mine, just like so many other people. And to even just be behind the scenes, I'm very grateful that I'm able to help on a channel that's been able to surpass a certain amount of subscribers and just reach 100K. I think you've also been the main source of a lot of us meeting. And I think without your channel being what it is, without you starting your journey, a lot of us wouldn't have continued past these couple years. All right, so we're editing the film. We're still editing Slay right now. We have good news and bad news. Bad news is it will be not dropping. It will not be. It will not be dropping Christmas Eve. Good news is dropping Christmas. Merry Christmas.
After Among Us, it was more like a follow-up, like, okay, what are you gonna drop next? So I dropped my next short film, like it was a horror film. I dropped that. It did good. It didn't do as good as Among Us, of course, but it did decent. That's when I started the little web series of Quarantine Cutie. "2021 was kind of like a downfall for me. I was dropping Quarantine Cutie. It wasn't doing as great as my other series that I would drop, but it was decent. It was a lot of series that I didn't finish. Like Love Games was one of them. I did not finish Love Games. The pandemic wasn't the reason because I wrote part 4 of Love Games, but it was my fault once again. Like, it's being in my head too much and it never got done. But it was a lot of projects that I just wasn't finishing because I just kept feeling discouraged. And it's like, bro, you cannot keep feeling this way. Like, I understand you feel the way you feel, but you have other people in your stuff. You can't be doing this. I started Super Mario that summer. It wasn't a failure, but I didn't like it. I don't like Super Mario. Like, the concept was cool, the idea was cool. It was just the turnout the execution wasn't there. Towards the end of that year, that's when Slay happened. Slay was, I wanna say, my hardest working project. Like me, King, Isaiah, every day we were just sitting on my couch just trying to come up with an outline for the film. Like every single day from like 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. we were just working on this project. We was trying to come up with lighting scenarios and stuff. What would be the best plot for it, getting all the characters together. Like we was working hard on that film. Like I appreciate them boys, for real. Got the cast for Slay, booked another Airbnb, which was another $1,000-something, but you know, it's all good. We shot a couple scenes the first 2 days, but everybody's schedule revolved around the last 2 days, which was terrible, but you know, we made it happen. So that last day, we literally recorded from between 12 and 3 o'clock p.m. to 7 in the morning, once again. We got the film done. It wasn't as smooth to get it done. Like it wasn't a situation, but it was a little argument. During the process, I was doubting myself once again. I'm like, man, it's late. So I just stuck it through, put on my director's hat, and got it done. We dropped Slay, I think on Christmas. For us to have worked so hard on that film, it didn't do that well.
We can't just be sitting here with it. Unless y'all want to throw that shit out and act like this never happened, then I'm completely fine with that.
How I met Amari was actually through Backstage. So at the time I was just starting out how to find out how to be an actor, and I learned about this app called Backstage. So I was just like submitting to like a bunch of like projects and people, and one of the projects that Amari was a part of was something called like Sub-Zero, Subdivision, I don't know, we never finished it. And one of his friends was a director. So I found out I booked the job, and that was actually gonna be my first project ever, like working with people like ever. But then the project, you know, kind of fell through. But, you know, I really got to connect with him and, you know, his whole group. So he was doing another project called Slay, which is out on his YouTube. And, you know, he reached out to me and he was like, you know, yo, like, I think you'd be pretty dope for this role. You know, after that, we just, you know, filmed it, really connected with him. And we were staying up late till like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. filming this. And just throughout that whole process, you know, I just really connected with them and really established the friendship with, you know, everyone in that group and people that were a part of the movie. So that's how I met Amari. For the most part, it's been really fun, really cool. He's multi-talented, you know, like he doesn't stick to one thing, which is something I admire. You know, he was acting in the movie, then also directing it, and was a cameraman and editing, and, you know, seeing someone like that works like that in his work ethic, and also, you know, promoting like content like, you know, on YouTube and TikTok, it's really like, you know, inspiring. I can't really speak on anything bad, genuinely. It's always been great vibes. The first project I've ever worked on, like trying to get into acting, was with Amari and Jerron and everyone. So, you know, with that being my first project ever, to actually, you know, getting an agent and starting to actually work with other companies like in the industry, it's been like something that's helped me get started. Words of advice and encouragement. Well, you're on the right track. You're very consistent, and that is something that is very big that I look for in people, and I am very proud of you. My only advice for you would be, you know, keep tapping into different things, keep like challenging yourself and finding things that make you comfortable to be comfortable with, to really push you. After that, you'll be unstoppable. I'm proud of you. You came a long way. You have a goal, you go for it, you achieve it, and the sky's the limit. You're gonna make it.
Mind squeezing you in?
Okay, cool. Well, you let me know your schedule for next weekend. I'll plan something.
Okay, sounds good. So I met Amari while filming on set for Among Us back in like 2020 during pandemic. We were definitely like risking our lives there, but it was really a great project to first meet Amari in. I had so much fun working with Amari. I would say he has this like a vibe about him where it's so like chill and he has everything under control, even though he's just one guy and he like does a lot of stuff on his own, especially when I first met him, but he's always ready to go. And I love how he's able to just like, as a solo person, sometimes just jump up and pick the camera up, like nothing's gonna stop him. If he wants to get it done, he gets it done, you know. I think there's a lot of things I could say, but I think Amari knows that he is on the right track and he is exactly where he needs to be. I think there's so much more for him in the world. I think there's so much more for him in the sense of the world is his oyster, and I can't wait to see where else you're gonna go.
So yeah, 2021, it was a cool year. It was straight. It was cool. (2022). This is where the doubt started to happen a lot more. My subscribers was decreasing, like bad. I was so discouraged that year that my mind wasn't even thinking straight. Like I'm just like, bro, like what are you gonna post? This was the actual year that I was trying to start a new web series. It's called Good Guys, which is unreleased. Y'all gonna hear about it again, but I was trying to work on this web series. I was halfway done with the series, and I'm like, man, this is gonna bring my channel right back up. I had to stop the series. It was a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on. After I put that series to the side, I wanted to drop like a skit a week. I did that for 6 weeks, and I just stopped completely because I got discouraged. I'm like, my views are not up there. I was in the hundreds. I had 109,000 subscribers and my videos was literally in the hundreds. I'm like, bro, what are you posting for? Like, this is discouraging. Like, I don't want to post at all. So after that, I was posting every now and then. Whenever I feel like just a spark of motivation, that's when I really started to post. But 2022 was the year that I posted the least amount of videos. Like, I did terrible that year.
Yes.
I'm getting 3.
2.
3.
Okay, fine. You can have 3.
I think the first time I met him was when we started filming an undisclosed project. I'm not gonna say the name because I don't know if he's ever gonna actually do it, but it was a web series and it was pretty cool. And I think I just showed up on set with my friend and we hit it off and that was it. Working with Amari is pretty cool, honestly. I think that was the first time that I'd ever seen somebody with like a legit kind of setup and idea and very, very distinct acting and directing skills. Overall, though, he's a pleasure to work with. He's honestly one of the most fun people that I think I've worked with as far as doing YouTube. Working with Amari has taught me I guess there's a lot more that goes into filming or that he puts into filming his content than I expected. I've learned a few things about editing just from, watching and sitting over his shoulder. I've learned quite a bit from Amari and from working with Amari, so that's been pretty cool. Your time is coming. It's like right there. So keep it up.
So my daughter?
Dad, were you listening this whole time?
I'm watching too.
Oh my gosh.
Who this nigga?
I first met Amari when I got approached to participate in the web series, The Good Guys. One of his team members reached out to me via Backstage and they were like, hey, we're looking for an actress. I came across your page. I see you're in Miami and we want to know if you want to be a part of it. And I said, most definitely, because I'm all about collaborations. I'm all about community. I'm all about unity. And so I remember just coming to the first scene. I was playing Casey's girlfriend. I don't know, I forgot my character's name, but I was playing his girlfriend or somebody he was like talking to. And that's when I first met Amari, you know. He explained the good guys, he explained the script and what platform it was gonna be on. He was really nice, really very nice. I've had like no bad interactions or anything like that. Working with Amari is always short, sweet, simple, but in a really positive and good way. I've worked with him on a few projects, fully about like 3 now, and it's like, even if we're working out with other people, he'll just have everybody come here. He's always punctual, he's always straightforward, you know. He does everything that he can, I feel, to make sure that the production's running smoothly, make sure everyone's feeling good, and I feel like that's one thing that I really like about that. Working with Amari has taught me that I have to keep going, no matter what obstacle comes my way. So if it's one thing that I've learned from Amari, it's that you've got to follow your dreams and you've got to keep going by any means necessary. Honestly, Amari, if I can say anything, I would just say to continue being yourself. Keep doing you. It's so clear to see the heart that you have and the drive that you have, and I know that it's going to get you somewhere. And to just keep being a light and keep being an inspiration for all of us artists who are going through the same things. So thank you. Thank you for being you.
Batmobile all the way here, and I glided over buildings just to come save you.
You see how much work you had to do? Superman would have been here by now.
But I'm here now.
I know, but it's still gonna take you a minute to kill these niggas.
No, it won't.
It would have took Superman less than 5 seconds.
We met at a event at HGAP Studio. It was like a be a photographer or a model, it could be both kind of event. From there, we've been rocking. Started off with me being a background character in your Super Mario's brother video. I started working my way up to, you know, bigger support roles, but that's how we met. And yeah, to this day, we're still good friends. Working with you has been fun, honestly. Like I said, you taught me a lot. All your skits that we have worked on together have been fun, funny. Your big projects have been fun. Long nights, long days. Working with you has, like I said, has taught me a lot, bro. Like I've always told you inspired me. Don't give up, man. Keep daydreaming, keep focusing, keep grinding. Get out of your comfort zone, do stuff out of the ordinary. Don't do it alone. You always got somebody to help you, bro. Like, if you ever got a lot of work on your plate and you need some help, bro, reach out. You asked me not too long ago to help you write something that's coming up big for you. And the fact that you asked me to write, it made me feel good, you know what I mean? So you just got to keep going, bro. Keep going harder.
December of that year, I told myself in 2023, you need to turn this around. No matter how you're feeling, you need to have a turnaround. And it happened. Well, 2023, and this was another year I just went crazy. Like, this was I ain't gonna lie, 2023 was my most successful year. In 2022, I told myself, like, bro, you gotta make a change. Like, I told myself to post twice a week. This was the year I finally got on TikTok. This is a YouTube documentary, but I gotta talk about the other platforms too. It's very important. This is the year I finally got on TikTok. I always had a TikTok, but I never posted on there. I didn't care to be on TikTok at all. Like, I thought it was childish. My friends kept constantly telling me, like, post on TikTok, post on TikTok. I'm like, no. So I finally started being somewhat consistent on TikTok, posting like old skits and ones I just dropped. I posted a couple in February, and I think I hit my first 100,000 views on, I think it was the Batman video or the cop video with Stoney. When I posted the cop skit, that got 100,000 views. And then it hit 1 million like a couple days later. I'm like, damn. Let me get on TikTok more. I started posting just different videos on there. Like, every video was just hitting. Like, it was doing great. Like, past 10,000, it was doing amazing. I posted When She Has High Standards. We recorded that video July of 2022. I dropped it on YouTube in September. It didn't do that well. It probably got like 600 or 700 views on YouTube. I posted High Standards on TikTok. I got 100,000 views within an hour. 100,000 views. I'm like, bruh, I've never seen a video shoot this high before. I want to say by the end of that day, it was either by the end of the day or the next morning, it had 1 million views. I'm like, bruh, what is going on right now? So with that happening, my follower count was going up. I promise y'all, bruh, I had 46 followers on TikTok in February of 2023. By March, I had 100,000. In 2 weeks, I hit 100,000 followers on TikTok. It doesn't make sense. Like, bruh, this is what I was missing out on. Like, it was going crazy. So people wanted a part 2 to High Standards. I'm like, no. It was supposed to be a skit and that's it. We made a part 2. That got 1 million views. They wanted a part 3. Another 1 million views. So with High Standards popping off, I'm like, all right, bruh, I gotta have everybody go to YouTube. Like, the 300,000 followers on TikTok was cool, but I need y'all to go to YouTube. Like, this is where stuff is dying. Like, I need y'all to go over here so I can revive my channel. Like, come over here. So I made the part 6 of High Standards, told them to go to YouTube. It went crazy on YouTube. So everything was just aligning at that point. Instagram, I wasn't really growing like that. I started to post like my regular videos on there. It was cool. I posted High Standards on there. I shot up to like 10,000 followers within a week or 2. I got on Facebook. Facebook shot up. I got 10,000 followers on there. So I got 4 different platforms that I got over 10,000 followers on. Like, it was crazy. Twitter, I cannot figure out Twitter. I'm not even worried about it. But these other platforms, I was just going crazy, man. The 30-day challenge in 2023, bruh, I would never do that again. I came up with this idea when me and my homies was just in my office just talking. And I'm like, man, I really want to do a thing where I post 30 skits in a month. And they just like, shoot, we about to hit the new month, so start planning it. So I'm like, okay. So I started planning it July. I made it happen in August. That was the hardest thing I ever done, and I'll never do it again. I hit every day of that month. 31 days, I hit every day of that month. I never submitted at 11:59, so I was always hitting it, but I'm glad I did it, but I'll never do that again.
What's that supposed to mean?
Wait, you calling me broke because I stay here?
Yeah.
In the same complex that you stay in?
Yeah.
How that make sense?
Any nigga trying to talk to me has to have their shit together.
I met Amari a few years ago doing skits with a mutual friend that we had. So I want to say maybe that was around I think I met him like 2018, 2019. But we didn't start working together until last year, 2022. Working with Amari was, honestly, it was good. It was great. Let me not say that. It wasn't just good. It was great. Connected a lot, as you could tell on camera. Just from watching him do everything by himself, I feel like my on-screen confidence grew like 1,000 million times more. And working with him, I mean, outside of just my growth, I feel like watching his growth too as a writer and as an actor. And just, I don't know, the storyline was just so interesting. Like, it was really good working with Amari. I missed it a lot. I feel like my advice is kind of basic because like keep going, but that's real, like keep going, because I feel like as a creative, especially when you've been doing it for so long, like burnout is real. And when you feel like you've been putting in a lot of time and you ain't been seeing a lot of results, like sometimes hearing somebody tell you keep going is gonna help you keep going. But I would say keep going. I would say just keep challenging yourself too. I don't know, keep being great.
It's late. It's late.
I felt you, man. You know, I don't got no job that I gotta clock in and out of, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could tell.
I actually met Amari through KI. We all were YouTubers. We all had different groups. From there, we just been good friends and everything like that. And that's pretty much it.
This man, he almost made me go off because this nigga want to be late and stuff, and I told him I got to do something at a certain time.
He's a very independent guy. He's been doing this for so long that he never needed anyone else to help him. So coming in as a helping hand, especially since I already have my own background and all this shit, it's not a culture shock. It's more like, okay, how can I get better? Because this nigga's been doing all the shit you can possibly imagine. It's astonishing to watch him work, but sometimes it's like working with him, it's kind of hard. Because let's say we all, like it's 5 people in the room, we're all working together. That boy gonna try to do everything himself, and then at many times it overworks him, as well as just like, it makes you kind of feel useless. Like, why are you standing here? So sometimes you just gotta just pick up your shit and just work with his ass. Working with him has taught me a lot about YouTube, how to manipulate YouTube, how to use YouTube, what to do on YouTube, what people are looking for on YouTube. He's a very helpful guy, because I think he told me this a while ago, I was like, why do you help so much? He said, he knows what it feels like not to have a place to do shit. He knows what it feels like not to have the opportunity to do certain things.
Wait, you about to?
You good?
Yeah. You
sure?
Yes.
I met Amari in high school. He was in the 12th grade when I was in the 9th grade, and my brother is older, and we all have the same mutual friends. So it was always like a, hey, what's up type of thing, and we was always cool. And now he's my niece's godfather, so look how the world works out. It was very, I want to say refreshing, because I get anxiety, and he just kind of walked me through everything. He reminded me of my lines. He just told me to calm down. It was just like okay, I got this. It was one of those. So he was always motivated and uplifting, and I actually brought my ideas to him, and he encouraged me and helped me along the way. I'm really in my head a lot, but he encouraged me to just keep going, and even though life happens, like if this is something you want to do, just do it. Like, stop pushing it off. Just do it. Just keep going, even when you feel like giving up, even when you may get writer's block, even when you just want to try something new, or you may be afraid to even step out of your box. Do it. Believe in you. Have faith in you. Always call on God. Always believe in God. And just pray. And you got this. Look how far you have come. This video will say it all. You did so much in these 10 years, and you got this. Whatever you put your mind to, you got this.
Yes?
I'm trying to open the door for you.
This is the Cheesecake Factory.
That's what I typed in the GPS, yes.
So I met Amari through Jayla Anderson, but I already knew of Amari through TikTok. He was going viral. He had the whole high standards things going on. I just went down his page when I saw him, and I saw those videos, and I was like, this nigga's dope. This little nigga dope. And he got a deep ass voice. I was like, that voice real deep. And then I met him in person. I was like, hold on now. This is the same person that I was seeing on TikTok, because that voice deep, but you know, the voice don't match the body. You know what? We ain't even gotta go there, but yeah, that's how I met him. I met him through my friend, and I was already seeing him on TikTok. So working with Amari is amazing. I love it so far. I think we did 3 videos. We actually just we went viral twice. We went viral with the cheesecake thing, and then we went viral with my thing. And I just love that for us. He's super dope. I'm super dope. And when 2 super dope people come together, you just create a whole bunch of dopeness. You heard me? But I love working with him. He's super talented. He writes, he acts, he does everything. Like, the whole setup is really professional. And yeah, I just love working with Amari. Working with Amari has taught me to be more on my shit when it comes to my content. What attracted me to working with Amari was his production value, the quality of his skits and videos and stuff. It looks very professional, and he shoots with a Sony, and he know I'm a Canon girl, so when I met him off rip, I was like, yeah, you be shooting with that flat ass camera. You gotta color grade and do all that. I ain't gotta do all that. But I love the quality of his work. So words of encouragement for you, Amari: stop being shy, start popping your shit, start reaching out to the creators that you want to work with. You are super dope. I love your work. Your work stands out. You are different from all these other content creators, skit makers. You stand out.
your acting, your writing, your production value, it stands out. And that's why you're getting the opportunities that you're getting. You need to put yourself out there more. Stop being humble. Being humble is holding you back. I want you to flourish. I want you to be the beast that you are. Like, I know you the beast, but I want the world to know that you the beast. So yeah, reach out to the people that you want to work with, because they probably want to work with you too. It don't matter if it's a male, female, just reach out to them. Whoever write back, they write back. And yeah, just be consistent, keep going, because people are watching and you know that. And yeah, just keep going.
Like I said, I can't say much, but I'm excited for 2024. 2024 is gonna be that year. It's gonna be different. This is my 10th year on YouTube, and I really feel like this is the beginning of a new journey. Like, I have my journey on YouTube for 10 years, but this is gonna be a new journey for me. I'm gonna still stay on YouTube. I'm not leaving YouTube at all, but I feel like this is where other opportunities are gonna start to happen. The opportunity that I can't speak on, I feel like that's gonna take me to another level. The last year, it was just a lot of growth. Like, I got a lot of followers on each of my platforms. People are noticing me now. Like, every now and then I'll go out and somebody will notice me. I hear stories on people like saying like they watch my videos, and it was a crazy thing to just experience. Like, it's wild. But 2024 it's gonna be another turnaround year. This year has to be better than 2023. When you experience 2023 in my shoes, you would think that, bruh, there is no year that could be better than this year. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make this year better than 2023. With that being said, AyeTeeYNFR will no longer be my name on my platforms. When you really think about it, I'm about to go into the film world. The crazy thing is, nobody calls me AT. Like, literally nobody calls me that. And when I tell people about my YouTube channel and they ask me what's my name, they always struggle to type it in. And even people online, like, they can never remember my name. They be like, oh, I know that guy, but I don't remember his name. By the time y'all watch this video, all of my social medias will be Amari Usher. I just want to say, if you made it to the end of this documentary, thank you. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Like, everybody, like, from my friends to subscribers, my family, thank y'all for even like supporting me on this journey. Like, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy 10 years, man. But I'm glad to have y'all in my life, man. This is crazy. To everybody that's been in my videos, thank you so much. Like, y'all are the reason why I'm at the point that I'm at right now. Like, if it wasn't for y'all, I don't think I would have got this far. So the next documentary y'all gonna see is the Amari Usher documentary. And that's gonna be from this year to 2034. Thank y'all for watching. It's gonna be more to come. And continue being with me on this journey, man. It's gonna be lit. Yes, sir.